What's up guys, it's Duck here, aka Troublesome Junction, and I'm back with another Milk Tank video. After grueling weeks of being on campus for college, I'm back here for right now, and I just decided, well, let's make another video. Torturing myself with the worst content and aspects of Thomas the Tank Engine. Lucky me. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the worst Thomas and Friends episode that isn't a part of, and if you did this little thing called read the title of the video, you would know that it is Up, Up, and Away. But if you go on to like this video, consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Up, up, and away. Thomas and Percy are best friends. Whenever they meet, they like to greet each other with a toot and a hoot and a whoop of joy.
Okay, seriously, I don't know what's with this era and always making Thomas and Percy's dynamic, which is just literally a friendship, seem oddly gay. But of course, with saying that, I have nothing against people part of the LGBTQ community, but they're fucking trains, damn it! Listen, if you're one of those people who ships Thomas and Friends characters romantically, I can almost guarantee that you're like fucking 12 years old. Stop it. I feel like this era just really missed the mark of what made Thomas and Percy fun. They used to crack jokes at each other, but in the end of the day, they were still close. They had each other's backs. In this, they're literally the definition of fucking butt buddies. In so many movies that featured Percy, the whole joke with him was that he was a jealous little bitch. Hence why I hate CGI Percy. If you want a good comparison for Percy, you can literally just compare him to Tails from Sonic Forces.
Whoa! Chaos! Sonic, help me!
Like a bitch. Thomas then goes to Tid in the Sheds to meet up with Percy to tell him about the delivery of delivering a big balloon.
Big balloons make my boiler bubble, Thomas!
What do you mean by that?
Thomas laughed. He liked to see his best friend happy.
Thomas, what do you mean by that? Next, the two butt buddies go hand in hand to Brendam Docks to pick up this abomination. Okay, who was the fucking dipshit who looked at a giant 30-foot balloon and said, fuck it, let's put it on a flatbed? And to top it all off, it's held down by two strings. Two strings! Damn it, if Sodor isn't the definition of a dysfunctional ass railway, I don't know what is. Someone had to look at this and say, yeah, that adds up.
Dear Chavish, I need you to take this giant boob implant to Clowntown for the Kim Kardashian festival. Thomas and Percy then buffer up to the flatbed, and they have a quarrel about which track to take to get it to the fairgrounds. Thomas suggests taking it through the forest, but Percy's worried it will pop, so Percy suggests the coaster run. Thomas is worried that it's too windy, but because Thomas is a simp and doesn't want to make Percy upset, he just goes along with it. Boy, oh boy, I sure do love the coastal run. I sure hope nothing bad happens. Oh, god damn it! To literally no one's surprise, the balloon floats away, and Thomas suggests the fact that they try and catch it, but Percy says to sit still.
No, Thomas. We should wait and watch for the big balloon. It's sure to float back to us.
And I'm sure you're an idiot. Thomas looks at Percy's idea, and he also thinks it's, well, fucking stupid, but he doesn't want to say anything to hurt his little butt buddy's feelings, so they sit there until Gordon, aka the only one who has more than 2 brain cells in this episode, comes along and tells them, you're a fucking idiot. Then the balloon floats away to, I don't know, commit tax evasion or something. Legend has it that it's still floating around the world to this day, looking for innocent children to haunt. But hey, we know that can't possibly be true. We know that that's just a myth, right? After that mishap, Thomas suggests that they go back to Brendam Docks to have Mr. Bubbles, rather than just blow it up at the fairgrounds, have him blow it up at Brendam Docks again. Why is he still there?
Percy then suggests the idea of going through the tunnel to get to the fairgrounds, but once again Thomas thinks it's a bad idea because he can see that it won't fit. But of course Percy's in denial, and Thomas doesn't want to hurt his feelings.
No, Thomas. I'm sure we can pull the big balloon through the tunnel.
And I'm sure you're an idiot. And I'm also quite sure that the engine who's behind you and can actually see the balloon and the tunnel and make it, get a rough estimate, would know if it could fit or not. You are literally the definition of an actual infant. Well, I guess we can confirm that Percy was definitely that child in preschool who couldn't fit the right shapes and the right holes in those little cube things.
Don't worry, Percy. We can chuff back to the docks. Mr. Bubbles is sure to have another big balloon.
Yes, I'm sure that Mr. Bubbles has more, 30-foot balloons shoved somewhere up his asshole. Because, who doesn't leave the house with their emergency balloon supply? That sounds like a metaphor for condoms. The better question is, how do you expect Percy to follow you to Brendam Docks when you assholes got the world's largest titty implant stuck in this one-way track tunnel? Like, he really can't get out unless he goes the other way and meets you there. You assholes had one job and you fucked it up. Twice. I swear, this whole railway is insanely dysfunctional. It doesn't make sense. Kind of like my last relationship.
So they go back to docks and, oh god damn it, just take him there!
Part of me really does feel bad for Mr. Bubbles, but at the same time, you would think after this many times he'd get the message, okay, these shitheads are incompetent, maybe I should just blow it up at the fairground. So part of me is just like, yeah, poor guy, his lungs are probably fucking destroyed by now. But then on the other hand, it's just like, stop trusting these idiots.
So then they get the balloon and, do you want to know what happens? Do you really want to know what happens? They apply their brakes and it floats away.
Son of a bitch!
The balloon deflates and flies around, and then this kind of funny scene happens.
My hat!
My hat!
My hat!
All the hats were hatless.
Ha!
Thomas, what are you doing?
That's a motherfucking condom. Thomas then explains everything that happens and says he didn't want to hurt Percy's feelings, and then Percy says this shit.
You can't upset me, Thomas. You're my best friend.
As a memorial to Yamcha? Gay.
Shall we puff back to Brendam for another balloon?
If you don't take your asses back to Brendam Docks, pick up Mr. Bubbles' fat ass with the condom fucking balloon, take him to the fairground so he can blow it up, so you don't fuck this job up. Oh, god damn it!
It was just a goof. It was just for laughs, why aren't you laughing?
This has got to be a fucking joke at this point, because now they're taking Mr. Bubbles with them to the fairground, as well as the balloon. They then take the track through the woods that Thomas suggested first, and Mr. Bubbles gets to the fairground, where he literally just stands there and dances with the fucking balloon. Everything worked out in the end. Oh, wait, no!
So you probably want to know what I thought of the episode. But did you read the title of the damn video? So yes, this episode is blatantly awful. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There was that funny moment there with the hats getting knocked off and then the balloon just flopping all over the place. But that's really it. This episode, it was honestly what solidified Sharon Miller just can't write a Thomas story. She didn't know what made Thomas good. She followed the 3 strikes formula. She oversimplified the characters to their most basic tropes. For example, Percy being Thomas's best friend and always depending on him, and things along those lines. And then for a lot of the episodes and the movies, she went for this Dr. Seuss vibe and made everything fucking rhyme. It was so annoying. Explaining to people that you like Thomas during this era is like my last relationships. Complicated, hard to explain, and end in failure. Except being a Thomas fan, you can't get cheated on. Luckily, Andrew Brenner came along and he got Thomas and Friends back on track. Unfortunately, Mattel basically undid all of his awesome work, but hey, we still have those good seasons that he did work on. So that brings us to the end of this video. Honestly, it was a lot of fun cracking jokes over it just to look at how bad it is. And if you are that person who just wants to watch the episode for the sake of it, are you okay? Do you need a hug? I sure know that I do. So that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.